So Missouri is the South. I tell people that often. Missouri is the South. And when we look at it, we look at the lynchings in our state, and we can really overlay a map of the executions, and they almost match. So places that did, lynching, extrajudicial murders, now carries out the death penalty, capital punishment. It is definitely mostly Black men for the most part, but the overwhelming majority of people are poor, and that's what we need to talk about too. People who are facing capital punishment or lengthy sentences in prison are poor, don't have access to the best legal help. In Khalifa's case, his attorneys back at that time, his defense attorneys today, those two men are judges, and they came to court and they said, listen, we were ineffective because we had another death penalty case at the time, and we were stretched thin. We were busy. We had more than one capital punishment case, and we did not do everything that we could for Khalifa because of that other case. And they actually admitted that in court as well. So the representation for people, most of the time get public defenders, and they don't have the robust, representation. Everybody's not OJ. Everybody cannot afford,
That's right.
Johnny Cochran and the great legal
dream team.
Exactly. And so most poor people are facing these particular punishments because they don't have access to that robust legal representation. And that's the crux of it. Even right now in our state, there are approximately 10 to 12 pending capital punishment cases, meaning they're sitting in jail waiting to go to trial, and they've been charged with murder and facing a death penalty. And guess what? All of those people right now are white men from rural Missouri. So they're from small towns in Missouri. They're all white men. And it's really an indictment, again, of our system. So when we talk about like racism and the division and the biases, we truly need to understand that our system, our country hates poor people. Overall,
yeah. They criminalize poverty.
What I'm telling you is, you if you're poor and you don't have access to resources or access to, amazing litigation, et cetera, you are going to be victimized in this system.
They criminalize poverty. They criminalize poverty. But talk a little before, as we get ready to close out, talk about Khalifa, because I asked you earlier. I said, make the case for why you think he's innocent, and I'll leave that up to our viewers based on the preponderance of information that you gave us. The facts of his case is in public record. But talk about Khalifa. How is he doing, and what kind of person is Khalifa, for the benefit of our audience?
So Khalifa is, again, his birth name was Marcellus Williams. He has been a very devout Muslim for many, many years, and he took upon the Islamic name Khalifa upon his Shahada, which is that naming ceremony. He is also the imam at the prison he's in. So he is a person that is looked up to, that, is very admired. He guides the other Muslim men in that prison. And he's always, trying to make sure that he stays in alignment with Allah. And so because of that, he keeps his faith, right up front. And he is doing okay. We talked a few weeks ago, and he honestly encourages me, right? Because I'm not, I don't have the faith that he has. And so always concerned, asking me how I'm doing, telling me everything is going to be okay, because I'm a warrior, right? But he is very much that person that really stays calm, keeps other people calm around him, and has their perspective that everything is going to work out because he is such a faithful individual. He's also a father, a grandfather. He is very involved in his family. And he's a poet. Khalifa writes amazing poetry, and we put together a collection of his poetry as well. He's written poems about, one is called The Perplexing Smiles of the Children of Palestine. And it's an amazing poem about just the atrocities that are happening, to the Palestinian people. He's written a poem about like George Floyd and the issues of, what happened in 2020. So he's very in tune with what's going on today. And he has written some amazing poetry. So he's a beautiful spirited person. He is definitely someone that has so much to give to others. And we are truly, fighting for his innocence and his life so that he can go on impacting people in a positive way.
So tell our audience right now, what can they do how they can support and try to help reverse this process that we know that is going to take place unless we get some support and raise the voices of Khalifa.
Of course. So, of course, his legal team are doing all they can in court, and we appreciate that. But as far as the community, you know, locally here in Missouri and nationwide, just amplify Khalifa's story in his case. Talk to your community members, talk to your family, talk to your loved ones about the fact that death penalty does not solve anything, and actually killing innocent people should be something we as a society should not be doing. We have a petition for Khalifa. We also have a webpage, which is www.freekhalifa.org. And that's his name is spelled Khaliifah. So freekhalifa.org. And it has a toolkit where we have graphics and we have information that you can share on social media. You know, you can print also and share as well. We have a little email template that you can email our governor. Especially if you live in Missouri, you can definitely utilize that. So we're really asking people to learn and to amplify the case, amplify Khalifa's life and humanity. And we would love this to get as big as possible. Some people have made like videos on TikTok and Instagram, and those are amazing as well because those get a lot of views and really inspire other people to learn more. And so that's truly what we're looking to do, amplify Khalifa's case. Next Tuesday, the 17th, from 6 to 9 p.m. Central, we will be going live on Instagram, bringing on several people to talk about Khalifa's case and, you know, trying to do a social media push, really just to amplify the case again and to amplify his life and to, you know, because a lot of people don't know what's happening. So we definitely want more people to understand what is going on and how it not only affects us in Missouri, it affects us nationwide because we should have a stop at killing innocent people. That definitely is not something we should be doing.
Thank you so much for watching the Real News Network, where we lift up the voices, stories, and struggles that you care about most. And we need your help to keep doing this work. So please tap your screen now, subscribe, and donate to the Real News Network. Solidarity forever.